YouTube, I finally decided to do the face reveal. Big shout out to Buckeye City Soul. I'll get to all of that in a second. I know I promised you guys a face reveal for some time, and always, and even going forward, I want the focus to always be on the sneakers. I don't want to be that type of person all in the camera, and doing that type of stuff. I guess to a certain degree, I have to be in the camera, but sometimes, like, no shots at anybody, but like the thumbnails, some of that stuff is a little bit cheesy, and I don't want that to be the direction of this channel. Also, I want to do a Q&A, but there needs to be enough comments and questions, I guess you could say. So if you have a question that you'd like me to answer or anything like that, leave it in the comments below, and then if I get enough, of course, I'll do the video next weekend, or if there's not enough, I'll do it the following week. So with that being said, I did decide to do this face reveal earlier than I expected, because tomorrow I'm going to be on the Monday midsole, and there will be a link in the description below pointing you to that. If you want to, get subscribed to their channel, go over there and see the interview. So going forward, like I said, I don't really want it to be the focus on me, but I feel like I need to have a presence on this channel in order for it to grow. It makes sense as far as a connection building with you guys, the viewers. So with that being said, I thought for the first video, I guess with me being on it, would be perfect to do with my OG collection. This is not my collection, but my Air Jordan 14 OG collection. That includes every original Air Jordan 14 released. I also have one PE behind me. That's all I was able to find right now. I'm kind of transitioning and moving my collection from one place to another. And with that being said, I was able to find, I think like 3 samples or something like that too, of the 14s. So all 14s, that is my favorite model, and why it's my favorite model, I'll just give you a quick rundown for those that are new. Growing up, I always wanted Jordans. I was really big into basketball. I'm sure a lot of us are and were back then. But my parents didn't want to buy me them because they were afraid I was going to get jumped and things like that. And that was kind of big in my area at that time. So with that being said, I missed out on the Jordan 6 Carmine. That's the pair I remember seeing really young, and the price tag did steer my parents clear away. But then, like the Air Jordan 11, nah, wasn't having that. The Air Jordan 13, wasn't having that either. The Air Jordan 14, I was able to save up. I actually did a lot of side jobs and things like that. And I saved up and bought my first pair of Jordans, and it was the 14, and I fell in love with them. So that is why that is my favorite model. Also, we're going to go over my collection if I haven't mentioned already. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. All right, so I'm going to run down each shoe. Not really give the history per se, but how I guess I obtained some of these. But one thing I'm going to make note of, and this is something I learned recently, is do not store OG 14s in plastic bags. Those will stick to them. It is bad. So, first up, this pair has yet to retro UNC, and to be honest, I just picked these up on eBay back in the day. Nothing special, no great story behind them. Most of them don't have great stories, other than getting them for still prices. So these are dead stock, of course. The one thing you will notice is that there's kind of random sizes here throughout, because I'm more focused on deals. I have a size range. I don't plan on wearing them because they're OGs, so there's no reason to with all the retros and all that good shit. But anyways, just wanted to give you a quick overview of this pair. I think I got these for like $200, $250, back in like 2006, something like that. But let's keep moving. This is the OG. See, look at that. Sticking to it. So just be careful. The Last Shot. Back in the day, we didn't really call them stuff like that. We didn't call them nicknames. Last Shot, Candy Cane, UNC. We call them Black and Red, White, Black and Red, stuff like that. But I don't know why that is, like the whole nickname of things. It makes sense, I guess, but yeah. These were one of my favorites for a long time, just because very simple and just all black and red. But this one, which is being called the Candy Cane, I hate that nickname. This was another favorite of mine too, because these were just fresh to me. I actually wore these into the ground. I used to play at the YMCA basketball a lot. And one thing you never want to do if you decide to play in 14 14s is wear low-cut socks. They will kill your Achilles. Now, I believe I got these, like these 3 right here, just straight eBay finds. And I got these for, I think I paid $220 for these. And I think I paid like $250 for these. I'm going to say my favorite from the whole collection, I guess you could say, for last. But back before these decided to retro, these were actually kind of hard to find. And for a good price, I would say. So the main thing for me was about price. Because like anybody can drop, you know, a bunch of money on shoes. That doesn't make it, it doesn't make it fun to me. The hunt is what's fun, but on top of that, you want to find it for a good price, right? So with that being said, I pay like $350 for these. Hell of money, and I don't regret it at all. I don't care that they retro these, and you know, the quality. It's all about quality, and to me, it brings me back to, you know, time frame. And this pair also was very hard to find as well in dead stock condition, and for a good price. So these two were like kind of like rare to find. I guess you could find them used and things like that, but dead stock original, that's a whole different story. But there's actually a sample pair that I've been trying to track down. I missed out on it on eBay. It went for like $600. I lost the bid on that, and I was pissed. So we'll get into the lows a little bit. These are now being called the Laney lows, or I think that's what they're being called. We just called them blue and black, and some white and some yellow. So nothing too crazy on that. We got these, you know, chrome tips. For a while, for a long time, these were my favorite low tops, and that's just because they didn't retro. I did have the original of this pair back when they originally dropped. I actually have a photo. I can't find it. God, I can't believe it. I believe I had frosted tips, because it was that era. I had one pant leg rolled up like LL Cool J and wearing these. If I ever can find that picture, I'll throw it up. But so as for the originals that I actually had and wore back in the day, was this pair. I had the Last Shot. I had the white and red candy cane. I had these, and then I had these, and I had the black toe. But we'll get to that in a second. All right, so the black toe, I believe, was my very first Air Jordan 14, and this will always mean something to me. This is what I mean by do not put them in plastic. That shit is sticky. Look at that. That's all bad. It was a big mess up on my part. I realized it about a year ago when I did a comparison video on the Indiglo pair, and I should have went through all my shoes and took them out, but I didn't. Now that I have them all out, I have to wait to put them back in the boxes just so this can dry out. But this shoe will always mean something to me. I got these, I think these were like $300 for me. So as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm going through all the OGs first, and then I'm going to go to the samples as well. But these I had like 300, eBay find, what was it? Oh, I almost forgot the light ginger. Hold on one second. So yeah, this is a pair that has yet to retro. The Ginger 14 lows, or light ginger, or whatever the hell you want to call them. Again, this was a model we just called like white and yellow. This pair is like, to a lot of people, been looking for these. These are premium too. Like, I remember back in the day, they weren't really loved. I liked them just because then I bought and loved anything 14 that released. So this was a shoe that I really wanted. I wound up getting these off Hit and Groove for like $170, no lie. And these go for I don't know how much. Like, people are willing to drop a lot of money for these. So big shout out to Hit and Groove. I actually got something on the way from him. All right, so I'm actually going to dip into the samples for a second because I want to save my favorite for last. But you're going to notice some differences here, right? This is OG. It didn't come with laces, and it didn't come with an insole. This is actually a sample pair. Apparently, now I don't know how true this story is, but this is what I've heard from the years, there's like 3 or 4 pairs in existence of this. So it's pretty messed up. It's dead stock, but it's not in your best shape. Now, they were going to go with this pair. As you can see, the panels, there's none of the ribbing. So here is the actual release of them. You can see how it's one smooth, there's no ribbing, and then obviously there's ribbing on this pair. Starting to lose some light here. Also on the tongue, you're gonna notice it's black on the lower part, and then on the sample pair, it's like a dark blue almost. So apparently these, I don't know if this particular pair, but there was like 3 or 4. One of them, Gentry, I can never pronounce his name right, owns one pair. I know Oregon Soul on Instagram owns one pair because I've seen him and I've been eyeing that auction, but I should have bought it when he was trying to sell for $500, and then he decided to up the price to, what was it? Like, I don't know, $600, $700, $800, something like that. But let's move along. All right, so I forgot to mention, I got these for, I don't know, like $500, something like that. So to me, I kind of went crazy at one point in time, just dropping random cash for some of these OGs. But now we're on to the retro. There's still one OG I'm leaving for last. Remember that. So this is what's expected to drop during 2005 holiday season. You're going to notice some differences. I'll point them out to you. One will be very noticeable, one won't. So this was expected to release back in 2005. They went with the OG. This is the OG pair, but they went with the true OG. But look at the tongue. You're going to notice it's red on the bottom. So it's different, obviously, than the retro release. They never released it like that. Another thing you're going to notice is that they have some really nice, it's almost damn near velvet on the liner. Very, very thick. And on the teeth, there's no glossy overlay. It's just like a matte finish, which actually looks really dope. So I got these off of a guy named Phase 2. Some of you may know who he is. Some of you may not. Dude is like the king of samples. He let these go to me for like $500. Again, dropping that. But it has like the promo tag inside. And it came with, it didn't come with a box, but he gave me a Jordan Hydro 2 box. So big shout out to him. I haven't talked to him in years. Damn, it's been a minute. All right, so we got one of the PEs that I was able to find. This is the Jordan 14 Q Rich PE, obviously Jordan 14. To be honest, I don't even know what team he played for this shoe, and I just got him for a really good price. This guy I used to like talk with a lot on AIM back in the day when that was popular. He got these for a lot of money, and he was hurting for money now, and he sold them to me for like $250. And as you can see, the Q is stitched on the medial side. So I was like, yeah, I'll take them. I love the 14s. And you know what sucked and what still pissed me off to this day? This is how he shipped them. Don't ship your boxes like this, guys. He just put some tape around it, put the label on the box, and it sent them to me. So it's kind of like, you know, I did pay for shipping. I got it for a good deal and all that, but sorry if I seem out. I'm just moving in and out. And remember, guys, I'm getting used to being on the camera and doing all this as well. All right, so another sample. I've shown you 3 so far. Yeah, this is the last sample that I was able to find access to. This is the Jordan 14 seamless sample. At one point in time, Jordan Brand was deciding, I guess, to release a seamless shoe, and it features all tumbled leather. I got these off of eBay. I just love the look of these, like the silver and the black and then the white, like kind of like a Raiders theme. I paid, man. So this was the deal on this guy. He wanted $1,000 for these. I ended up paying $900 for them. But I wanted to buy, there's an all black one. It's like all blacked out. And I wanted to buy that one as well from him. So I asked him if he could sell them both to me for $900. So $1,800 total. He's taking out, it's not that great of a deal. Like, he's taking a total of a $200 loss. And this is a promo. Actually, this is a promo sample. And he wouldn't take it. Like, he's willing to take 100 off one. And I just remember I was so mad that I didn't want to buy him at one point, but I already paid for him, and I'm not going to be like that. And I'm happy I got him now, but I just remember I was really frustrated. Nothing special for the box. He just wrote what it was. Could have been just like a replacement box. So, now to my number one. This is my number one Jordan 14 in my collection. Some of you may know what this model is or know the history behind it. Some of you may not. This is the Air Jordan 14 MidUNC. It looks kind of similar to the low. It's got the ribbing, just a mid-cut. The shades of blue are about the same. So this is what I heard. I don't know how true this is, but back in the day, like 1998 time frame, Jordan Brand made these or released these only to the UNC team, and they overproduced the shoes. Okay, so from there, they threw them up on eSpay as an eSpay exclusive. Now, I don't know how true about the overproduction of them and all that stuff. It's got a little bit of suede. But I can say for sure that these were an eSpay exclusive. Now, my collection consists of sizes 9 through 11.5. My OG collection, that is, because I don't plan on wearing them. So one of the things, finding this shoe took me 2.5 years, I believe. Something like that. So finding this shoe, I finally did in a size 12 because I saw a lot of 14s, 15s, and then some were used, some were beat. I saw a size 10 one time, but the dude wanted like $1,500, and I wasn't going to buy it for that. I believe I got these from Dependable J, if I'm not mistaken. But he wanted only $500 for them. And I thought, you know what, it's size 12, it's out of my range. I've been looking for these, I really want it. I'll get them. So I got a size 12, and this is my favorite of the collection. My favorite color is blue. I love the shade. The rarity of it, even to this day, it's rare to find this shoe. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's a PE because it's not a PE, but this wasn't available like at your chic retailers or like a Foot Locker back in the day. Nothing like that. So these are my number one Jordan 14s in my collection, as you guys already know that. But leave a comment below. Let me know from what's behind me what you like. Also, just a reminder, like I said earlier in the video, I want to do a Q&A with you guys, kind of, get to know a little bit more about me because I've been kind of behind the scenes, behind the camera for, like almost going on 2 years now. Created a channel a while ago, but I kind of let it die, and now we're bringing it back. So once again, I want to thank everybody for watching this video, always showing support, liking those videos. Like, it helps a lot. I truly appreciate that. No lie whatsoever. But I'm going to move these off to the side real quick because I feel like I'm moving them too much. So, Q&A, we got that going. Just leave it in the comments below, whatever the question you have, and I will answer it. Also, Monday midsole tomorrow, and that starts at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be a link in the description below pointing you to their channel. You can go get subscribed and check it out and join. I mean, it's a cool podcast what they got going, and I truly support what they're doing. So again, guys, appreciate all the love you guys have been showing. We're almost at 65K. Probably will hit that maybe in the next week or so. So big shout out to you guys. And again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.